Hey, good morning. We are kind of sort of starting here, getting ready to go. We're going to load up a pallet here in our hometown of Red Deer. We're just going to load it ourselves. I brought it over to my buddy's place here yesterday in my pickup truck. Used his bobcat or skid steer to load it on and or to pick it off my pickup truck, and now we're going to throw it on the trailer here. So then we're going up to Leduc to load and then come home. We're going to stay the night, and then we're going to take off to Midland, Texas tomorrow morning. Stay tuned. Well, she is a dirty, 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 dirty girl. Dirty girl. Well, we're here to figure out what our load is. Here's what I loaded in Red Deer. I couldn't show you because driving a skid steer every once in a while is a little tough. So I didn't want to embarrass myself and show you how I do it. It was quite humorous. Very slow. Very slow. So here's what we got. We got to get this red thing on, those crates, and then some pipe. Nothing too crazy, which is all right. Nothing too crazy. All this piping, see, it's all attached, so that's even better. And those 3 crates, nothing easier, I'll tell you that right now. And then those pipe right there, just 3 pipe, those can go along the outside. And then this big white sucker here, this big BOP. So we got lots of room on this 53-foot trailer for all this stuff, but it all packs a little bit of weight. That little white thing there is 14,000 pounds all by itself. So luckily this little Hengcha forklift can move it. I'm a little worried it won't be able to lift it up high without going, know what I mean? So we're going to put it back here, kind of our lowest point here. So we'll see. I might have to use 2 forklifts. So we'll see how it goes. I'll try and show you. All right. We got most everything on there. I got all this stuff on here. Fits under there kind of good. Strap over that. This pipe along the side here. These straps will come over top. Strap her down here, pull it towards the pin, and then all these straps going over top will pull it that way, and those pipe ain't going nowhere if ain't is a word. I don't know. If my mom was around, she'd be screaming at me that ain't's not a word. Well, she ain't going where I'm going, because that's how they talk. Anyway. So now, we got all this room here for this muchacho. This big old muchacho. I'm probably going to put a board down so we don't wreck my trailer. And I'll probably try and put that guy right in the middle of the axles. Right there, right there. Whew, wish me luck. What a day. Well, there it is. We got it on there, no problemo. Look, you know who you're dealing with here. No problem. Kind of got her in the center. Yeah, everything's looking good. They're taking it easy on me here. I got, what do I got? 34,000 pounds and only 4 drops. So, that's like, must be doing something right because they're taking it easy on me. Now, when does the guy get here that has to strap it down and chain it? When does he get here? Oh, yeah. I forgot. It's this guy. April Fool's coming up here, eh? What else we got here? Good Friday, Easter Bunny, all that good stuff. Can't wait to have some chocolate. Stay tuned. All right. Get these chains out of here. Don't use them too often. So they're probably going to all be all held to, all cemented in here, but no, they're not too bad. Oh, spoke too soon. Well, how many are we going to need? 14,000 pounds? We might put... What in the world? I don't know what's wrong. Why can't they come out of the Coca-Cola crate here? What the heck? Alright, let me work on it. Okay, we got those out. Alright, just need to get... You don't use them too often, so they get a little sticky in there. I'm only going to use 2. The big sucker, he's not going nowhere, so. It's amazing how weak one of your hands can be when you don't use it all the time. There we go. Just like that. Just like that. Alright. Alright. I'm going to put a couple straps over. One chain at the front. One chain at the back. Wrapped around them bolts or them nuts. Or even through some clevises they have, and we'll be good. Alright. Too much nose glue coming out here. I got one chain binder pulling that way. Well, that's a little odd. Huh. Need some grease. So I got one chain binder pulling that way. But because it's such a tippy unit, I want to have one pulling this way, front and back. So I'll just add another one here. Maybe a little bit more. That might be pretty good. No. There we go. There we go. Grab the attitude adjuster, slam her in there, and then activate your right butt cheek. And then when you're done, you always got to hit it just like that. Always. That sucker's tight. Not going nowhere. We'll do another one onto the front one here. A lot of torque on that sucker. So we got one pulling this way, one pulling the other way, just because it's so skinny in the middle, right? These straps are just for show. Just in case a chain breaks or something, then I got a secondary until I can. Then it's back here on the trailer, so I'll be able to see it pretty good in my mirrors if something goes funky wrong around here. So yeah, let me tighten it all up and get out of Dodge or Edmonton, I guess. All right, there we go. We got her loaded up. Actually, not that bad. not that bad. Going to Midland. And yeah. For next week, taking it home right now, we're going to have some Easter fun. You know, these holidays are pretty cool. This reminds me a lot as you get older, I'm sure all of you. You remember some of all your holidays and all your family traditions. I remember as a kid, I was a only child for quite a while, about 9 years, 8 years I guess, until my sister came along. And then, but I remember going to Grandma and Grandpa's house, and they'd have Easter there, and waking up every morning, of course, and the Easter Bunny brought all the goodies, you know. But then there'd be little trails of Easter eggs all over. I'd have to go and look for the eggs and all that. Man, that was a lot of fun. I remember that always being one of the things I really looked forward to in the year as far as holidays go, right? You know, everybody enjoyed Christmas as a kid, but I do remember Easter being particularly fun, just because it seemed like we were always at Grandma and Grandpa's, and it was always cool because you wake up and next thing you know there's these eggs everywhere and you got to go find them, and that was really fun. I remember that being really fun. How about you? Did you guys do anything for Easter as a kid? Any kind of special things? Special what do you call it? You know what I mean. With your family or anything like that? And then actually would go outside and I'd find them outside and stuff, and then I would actually take some eggs, because the neighbors next door to Grandma and Grandpa, they were just single people, they didn't have kids, and I'd put the eggs all the way down, because I was always up earlier than anybody else, put them all the way down their sidewalk in a trail, and then throw some in their yard. The old man was probably pissed at me later in the year when he goes to cut the grass and there's chocolate being flown everywhere, but hey, I had fun. Don't forget to buckle up, because you don't want... No, she needs a name. We don't want Nancy. Don't want Nancy giving me any trouble. This is a beautiful load. Nice load to travel over the weekend. Nice and low. Save some money on fuel. Not too heavy. Not too much to get out of hand. Know what I mean? I'll have to go buy some Easter eggs, or I'll have to get my wife to go buy some Easter eggs. Yeah, we need some Easter eggs, man. It's Easter. I wonder if she would go and hide them for me, so I have to, when I come home, I can go look for them. I wonder. Maybe if I ask really nice. Then you get the big chocolate bunnies. I remember going into a sugar coma a couple times, because man, weird that I like food or I like candy. Hey, weird. Oh yeah, I fell off the roof too. Fell off the roof of my garage. We had a weird weather, really weird weather. So when I got home, it was super warm. Well, no, it was warm when I left. That's right. When I left on my last trip, it was really warm out. And then we got dumped on my way home. They got dumped with snow. Like 1.5 feet, 2 feet some places. With snow and cold. So then what happened is my eaves troughs all filled with ice. Because there was melting and the snow was in there, and then like a flash freeze, right? So now I got this little hump of ice in my eaves trough, so then any snow melting off the roof, which it did this week, was rolling over, or actually going up inside and down the soffits of the house, because the ice froze up and just caused a big ice jam. And now, you know, you're walking by the house and shit's dripping on you from the eaves troughs. And them eaves troughs and we've had battles over the years, because man, if they aren't just set just right, nothing flows, and cleaning them out and all sorts of fun stuff. So I was on a mission. I was out there with a hammer and a chisel, and I chiseled all the ice in the problem areas that I could reach from a ladder. Chiseled all the ice out of the eaves troughs, and then we had no more drips, right? Got it out from underneath the flashing, so it didn't leak under there. It wasn't leaking over top. It was actually draining. We had a nice, beautiful, what day was that? That was 2 days ago. It was melting. But then up on the roof, we still had a little bit of snow that was melting on the one side that I didn't finish. And I come out the next day on the one side I worked on, and it's freaking full and frozen again, full of ice, because the roof had snow on it still, right? And then we had a flash freeze that night. No snow, but it filled up the eaves troughs again and froze. You know, you're like, what the hell? So then I had a big idea. Well, I'm going to climb on the roof. I'm going to shovel that snow off my roof, so that when it heats up again, I don't have anything melting, so it'll just melt in the eaves troughs, and then we won't have any dripping and all that. Well, that was a mistake. It was fine. I got up there fine, went around, shoveled a lot of places, got to the garage, and I was shoveling it down, and it was about a 10-foot section of snow, and so we got a pretty good pitch on the garage. So I'm up there just pushing it down, because I was a little nervous, because it was pretty steep. So I'm just pushing it off little bits, and then climb back up, and then slide on my bum, right? Pushing it off, climb back up. Well, I got to a point where I had to actually sit in the snow to push off, and I was sitting on my bum, just pushing the snow, and then I don't know if the fat solidified on my butt, and it just got hard, and it slid me off, but I just started sliding. Nothing I could do. All I could picture was, don't grab the eaves trough. Don't grab the eaves trough. That's all I was thinking about. Don't grab that eaves trough, because I don't want to replace the eaves trough. So I went flying off in between the houses, and I was able to land on my feet, absorbed the blow, and then did a little dive roll, hit and roll. But when I landed, there's a whole bunch of that crushed rock in between the houses. I think I landed on some rocks right on my heel. So it's all black and blue, and caused me a bit of issue, but yeah. There was my 5'2" conscience. She was sitting inside, said, "Don't go up on that roof. Don't go up on that roof." Ah! another life lost, so I think I'm down to 3 lives left. What do we get, 9? Something like that? That's all the excitement I got. Let's see what this trip brings along. Everybody have a good Easter, and we'll see what happens along the way. If anything fancy happens, we'll shoot a video out. If not, we'll talk to you from Midland. Take care. Bye for now.